Nigeria, a fellow of the Nigerian Institute of Management, Chartered, an associate of the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria, and a proud member of the Nigerian Institute of Training and Development. Beyond her academic and professional qualifications, she has enhanced her leadership capacity through several executive courses, including the prestigious Policy, Strategy, and Leadership course of the National Institute for Policy and Strategic Studies, (NIST). Her journey in public service began in February 2002, where she joined the Nigerian Civil Service as an Assistant Executive Officer. With diligence and dedication, she rose through the ranks, and in January 2024, she was appointed Director of the Federation Accounts Department in the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation. In this pivotal role, she oversees the distribution and disbursement of revenue to 3 tiers of government, while ensuring accountability and transparency in the management of Federation revenues. She is celebrated for her unwavering integrity, consistently upholding the highest standards of ethics and professionalism in service delivery. Beyond her career, she is a devoted wife and mother, blessed with a loving family. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Okoli Rita Minichukwu, FCA.
Thank you so much, Professor Umi Jalibo. I wish I can get it. Performance is the measurable expression of how effectively an organization transforms strategy into results. These awardees have distinguished themselves in balancing profitability with sustainability and shareholder value. With a round of applause, let's welcome Ambassador. To present this award, please let's welcome on stage the former president of the Nigeria Economic Society, Professor Sarah Ayew. Is a professor of economics at Abuja University. Thank you very much, Prof. Let us welcome on stage the awardee for corporate performance, Ambassador Maureen Tamuno, with a round of applause, the Managing Director of Abuja Investment Company. Please welcome Ambassador Maureen Tamuno.
Ambassador Dr. Maureen P. Tamuno, a distinguished Nigerian diplomat, politician, business leader, and academic, with a rich background in strategic marketing and leadership from Harvard University. She has built a career that bridges public service, governance, and corporate leadership. Dr. Tamuno has served as executive chairman of Ogu Vice Chairperson for the African region. In April 2024, history was made. Ambassador Tamuno became the first female group managing director of Abuja's Investment Company Limited in its 30-year history. Today, she drives economic growth and development in the Federal Capital Territory. Beyond governance, she is a certified life and business coach, motivational speaker, and an author. Multilingual in Okirika, Hausa, Igbo, Efik, Ibibio, Yoruba, and English. She connects seamlessly across the cultures and communities. Her numerous awards and recognitions are a testament to her remarkable contributions to government, diplomacy, and leadership empowerment. Ambassador Dr. Maureen P. Tamuno, a trailblazer, a voice of inspiration, and a shining example of service, excellence, and leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ambassador Dr. Maureen Tamuno.
Let us welcome on stage representatives of the Bank of Industry for the Corporate Performance Award. BOI. With a round of applause, please.
I sent it to you. There must be work for my
A round of applause for the Bank of Industry for their contributions.
They are coming to support us. It's good to see you. Welcome
Thank you so much to the representatives of the Bank of Industry. Let us welcome on stage representatives from the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, recipients of the Corporate Performance Awards here at the 2025 Awards Awards. With a round of applause, SEC representatives, please. A round of applause, please, for the SEC. With a round of applause, let us welcome on stage representatives of the Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation, the NDIC, for the Corporate Performance Award.
Okay, we should bring it down. Yes. Okay, that will be good.
Representatives of NDIC, please let's put our hands together for them.
Like this. Who's taking it? I must shake it now. Thank you.
Next, we have representatives of the Central Bank of Nigeria, the CBN, recipients of the Corporate Performance Award here at the 2025 Awards Awards. A round of applause for the Central Bank. CBN.
Somebody is from our own council.
Let us welcome on stage representatives representatives from the National Bureau of Statistics, the NBS. Representatives from the National Bureau of Statistics, please can you come on stage for your award?
Are they around? No?
I think I heard that all our uncollected awards will go home with me also. And last but not the least, representatives of Tax Fund, are you here?
Tax Fund.
Can we have representatives from Tax Fund? It seems like more awards for me. Well, let's give a round of applause to Professor Sarah Ayamu for your support with the presentation of these awards. We will move quickly to the next category. Our next award category is one that even sparks joy for me as the Master of Ceremonies, because our awardee has been really a mentor to young girls like myself, both as a journalist and a development communications professional. She has blazed the trail for what is now known as economic reporting in Nigeria. Before I let you know who that is, welcome on stage Professor Akin Iwayemi, who would assist us for the presentation of the award for Economic Reporter of the Year. Please let's give a round of applause for Professor Iwayemi. He came all the way from Ibadan. And he's one of the most sturdy professors. I was with Prof in Ibadan sometime last year. Prof would outwork anyone in this room, by the way. Thank you so much, Prof. Please let's welcome on stage everyone's favorite journalist, if we're being Chief Nancy Ilo Naji. She has produced Moneyline with Nancy since 2007. It's been 18 years of producing the show, a show that has involved the African Independent Television's The Money Show. This is nearly 2 decades of experience and expertise. My very own senior colleague, can we have a round of applause for Chief Nancy Ilo Naji?
Nancy Naji is a distinguished voice in Nigeria's media and economic space, widely celebrated for her pioneering contributions to journalism, financial literacy, and nation building. Her journey began at Delta Broadcasting Television, Asaba, while still a student of Nigeria's University. From the early days, Nancy carved a path as a communicator, deeply committed to shaping public discourse. She later rose to national prominence with the One Show on African Independent Television, co-produced and co-anchored from the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange that cemented her place as a trailblazer in financial journalism. Today, Nancy commands the stage with her flagship program, Moneyline with Nancy, a leading platform on trade, finance, and policy. Beyond broadcasting, she founded the African Economic Congress, an influential forum that convenes leaders across sectors to address Africa's present development issues. The initiatives at the Personal and Business Acceleration Masterclass involving Aura Limited, she is helping entrepreneurs, executives, and young journalists with tools to thrive in fast-changing economy and media landscape. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Nancy Naji.
A round of applause. Nancy Money. Let's welcome Dr. Ray Echebi with a round of applause. Economic Reporter of the Year.
Ray Echeverry is a seasoned financial journalist, economist, and author. He's the founder and CEO of the Center for Financial Journalism and editor-in-chief of Next magazine, the leading source of financial intelligence in Nigeria. Over the years, Ray has held top editorial roles across Nigeria's most respected media houses and is fellow of the Nigerian Guild of Editors. A widely traveled journalist, he has reported from global stages such as the IMF and World Bank meetings, the African Development Bank, and the World Economic Forum. Ray is an author of 2 acclaimed books on Nigeria's banking reforms, Rage of the Risk of God and the Power of One Man. Economist by training, with degrees from the University of Calabar, the University of East Anglia, and the PhD from Babcock University. Ray Echeverry brings deep expertise and an unwavering passion for telling Nigeria's financial story. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ray Echeverry.
A round of applause for Professor Aki Iwayemi. Thank you so much, Prof. The next award category will be presented by no other than the President himself of the Nigerian Economic Society, Professor Adola Adelekiju. Handing out the President's Special Service Award for Public Economic Service. Please let us welcome our President, the awardee for the President's Special Service Award for Public Economic Service, Dr. Tope Fashwa, Special Advisor to the President on Economic Affairs. Let's have Dr. Fasha's citation. Dr. Fasha is a special advisor to the President on Economic Affairs, and a pillar of support to us at the Nigeria Economic Society. I think I hear our chairman of the NOC saying yes or no. Please let us give a round of applause to Dr. Fasha. He ably supported the team led by our strong chairperson, Dr. Moye Ndidi. Thank you so much, ma'am. Let us welcome Mr. Taiwo Oyedele, Chairman, Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reform, for the President's Special Awards for Public Economic Service. A round of applause. Okay, he's not here. I'm delighted to invite this next awardee from the Center for the Study of the Economies of Africa, Dr. Chukwuka Onye, is Executive Director of CC and recipient of the President's Special Service Award for Public Economic Service. Dr. Chuka is also my original boss, as I like to call it. Founder, BA Associates, recipient of the President's Special Service Awards for Public Economic Service. A round of applause for Dr. Abiodun. A round of applause for Dr. Abiodun Adelipe, founder, BA Associates, and recipient of the President's Special Service Awards for Public Economic Service. Last but not the least in this category, please congratulations, Dr. Ismanuddin Mohammed, former Chief Economist of the Bank of Industry. Thank you so much, Mr. President. And there's this saying that says, when I say the first part, you try to complete it, and then I'll correct you, because I'm the only one that has the right answer. They say what a man can do, no, what a man can do, the women should not be interested in doing that. Over to host. Thank you so much, Habida.
Thank you very much for saying you're not interested in what I do. Ladies and gentlemen, she forgot to state that I've been the one lifting the awards and giving her sins. So see how much energy she has to do the rest. If you're having some fun, can I hear you put your hands together for yourselves? Thank you very much. We are going to be presenting the following awards: the best state chapters of the Nigerian Economic Society. And to make these presentations, please join me as we welcome Professor Sarah Anyanwu to come up and present the following awards. Please put hands together for her as she comes forward. In third place, we have a tie, and the third position goes to the Ogun State Chapter. Please put your hands together for the Ogun State Chapter. Can we have the chairperson of the Ogun State Chapter, please? Please put your hands together for her as she comes forward. Are there members of the state chapter of the Nigerian Economic Society?
I don't think you should allow just your chairman to be up. So let's just don't take a picture of the professor.
Those of you from the state can still come off stage and take pictures with your chairperson. So if you're from the state chapter and you want to take pictures with your chairperson, quickly make your way up stage. We don't have much time. Congratulations to Ogun State. Let's do that very quickly. Thank you very much for celebrating with those who are celebrating. Thank you so much. To show you how kind the president is, those of you who have come celebrating from the states, we have arrest for you people, so don't go too far. The second position is for Edo State. Your state chapter will not be aware until 2045. Congratulations to Edo State. Alright, in second place, the award for the second best state chapter
goes to no other than the Osho State chapter of the Nigerian Society. The Osho State chapter, second place, congratulations. Delegates from the Osho States, if you're here, kindly make your way to the stage. Congratulations to Osho State. First place, ladies and gentlemen, I believe this should come with a rouse of applause. Please put your hands together for the Cross River State chapter. Thank you very much, Professor. I'm grateful for your help. Ladies and gentlemen, these will be presented by the Director for the Center of the Study of the Economies of Africa, give a round of applause to the 44th President of the Nigerian Economic Society, Professor Adiola Adekichu. Our next round of awards is the highest possible award here at the NES Awards. Distinguished Fellows of the Nigerian Economic Society. And these are men and women who have sacrificed their personal, professional, and academic
I think it's time for the
These are men and women who have sacrificed their time for the growth and development of the NES and socio-economic transformation in Nigeria. We will be calling our fellows on stage for their awards. The flow of this session would include a rubric and a presentation with the certificate of fellowship, the FNES. To do this honor, I would like us to welcome on stage Professor Apan Epo with a round of applause. Professor Epo, please. Professor Olu Ajakaye, please, can you join us on stage with Professor Apan Epo? A round of applause as Professor Apan Epo and Professor Olu Ajakaye make it to the stage. The tradition is that past fellows will welcome and robe the incoming and new fellows. Both Professor Apan Epo and Professor Olu Ajakaye are fellows of the Nigerian Economic Society. But it's good to see you again. And former President, sir, I like telling my stories of meeting our professors on campus and off campus. Thank you, Professor Ajakaye, for a short time in Ibadan. The culture has always been that old fellows will robe the incoming fellows, the new fellows. And so Professor Apan Epo and Professor Olu Ajakaye in internal affairs at ECOWAS keep clapping. 5 million is at stake. Keep clapping. We're watching.
Professor Nasibi Abdullahi Dharma is a Nigerian professor of development economics and public finance at the University of Abuja. He earned his BSc and MSc from Bayero University and his PhD in development economics and international finance from Usmanu Danfodio University. He began his career in banking before joining the University of Abuja in 1996, where he rose to the ranks to become a full professor in 2017. Beyond academia, he has served in national key roles, including at Debt Management Office and the National Planning Commission. Currently, he is a special advisor on economic matters to the President of the Nigerian Senate and serves as ECOWAS Commissioner for International Services. Professor Dharma is a respected researcher, teacher, and mentor, with numerous publications, postgraduate supervision, and active participation in development programs across Nigeria and beyond. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Nasibi Abdullahi Dharma. A round of applause. Your family can join you on stage for this moment, family.
My family and my team from ECOWAS, please.
Your family and team from ECOWAS.
a round of applause. This is beautiful. Professor Nazifi says he is an inclusive.
Sorry, with full apologies, my colleagues from the Finance Department, University of Abuja. I apologize for the omission. Sincerely.
Inclusion. Inclusion in action. It's safe to say that everyone on stage is an upcoming fellow. A round of applause for the upcoming fellows.
Let me draw my senior. Hello, bros. You are blocking him. You are blocking him.
And if you want to go far, be like Professor Nazifi Dama. Thank you so much. Let us clear the stage. Our next fellow awardee. Please give round of applause. Let us welcome Dr. Kingsley Obiora, former Director General Economic Policy at the Central Bank of Nigeria. Former Deputy Governor, Economic Policy at the Central Bank of Nigeria. A round of applause for Dr. Kingsley Obiora.
Dr. Kingsley Obiora, a seasoned economist and former Deputy Governor for Economic Policy at the Central Bank of Nigeria. He holds a BSc in Economics and Statistics from the University of Benin and an MSc and PhD in Monetary and International Economics from the University of Ibadan. He has held several roles at the International Monetary Fund, advised 3 Nigerian presidents, and spearheaded major reforms, including the launch of Africa's first central bank digital currency, the e-Naira. Widely respected for his expertise in macroeconomic research, monetary policy, and economic inclusion, Dr. Obiora continues to shape policy and thought leadership in Nigeria and across the continent. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Kingsley Obiora.
Professor Tokinsi Obera, the former deputy governor of the Central Bank. Let us clap for Professor Akpan April and Professor Olu Ajakai. Thank you very much. Professor Olu Ajakai and Professor Akpan April. Thank you so much. So let us roll and present the final awards to the rest of our fellows. Please let's welcome Professor Maleni Rahimu. A round of applause, Professor Maleni Rahimu. And Professor Ezebana Uka. Professor Maleni Rahimu and Professor Ezebana Uka. As is the tradition, the old fellows will wave the new and incoming fellows. Let us welcome on stage for the award of Fellow of the Nigerian Economic Society, Professor Osita Ogu, former Chief Economic Advisor to President Olusegun Obasanjo. With a round of applause, Professor Osita Ogu. Keep clapping, 5 million, 5 million.
Professor Osita Ogu, born in Onitsha in September 1957 and originally from Oboko, Enugu State, is a professor of economics and former director of the Institute for Development Studies, University of Nigeria, Nsukka. He holds a BSc from University of Nigeria, Nsukka, an MA and PhD in economics from Howard University in Washington, D.C., USA, and a certificate in corporate governance from Harvard University. He serves on the quality of the African Development Institute of the African Development Bank and is a fellow of the National Academy of Education. His career spans roles as Chief Economic Advisor to President Olusegun Obasanjo, Consultant Economist at World Bank, senior positions at the International Development Research Center, Canada, and CEO of the African Technology Policy Studies Network. He has chaired and served on numerous boards and is currently co-chair of the Economic Advisory Council of the Nigerian Economic Summit Group. In 2014, he was awarded the National Honor of the Officer of the Order of the Niger. Professor Ogu has served and still serves on many governing councils, including the Main Street Bank, African Federation and Health Research Center, Kenya, Afro Heritage Institution, and Core Insurance, the Clement Insom Foundation, Afro Invest West Africa Limited, Enugu State University of Science and Technology, and Heritage University, Abuja. He is currently the co-chair of the Economic Advisory Council of the Nigerian Economic Summit Group. Professor Ogu is an accomplished author, publishing several books as well as scholarly papers on a wide range of Africa's developmental challenges. His latest book, Development as Attitude, was published in December 2023 and has been adopted by NESG as a basis for national dialogue. He has also written the novel Moon Also Sets, currently used as literature text for A-level examinations in Uganda. Professor Ogu is a thought and community leader, but many mentees under his wings. He is married to Dr. Ogugwa Osi Ogu, a consultant geriatrician at the National Hospital Abuja, and they have 3 children. He holds the traditional titles of Oshiri of Nsukka and Okeosisi of Enugu State. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Osita Ogu, FNAB-OOM.
Let's quickly make it on stage for the photographs. Congratulations, Professor Osita Ogu. Let us welcome on stage Chief Stephen Lawani. Fellow of the Nigerian Economic Society awardee. A round of applause as Chief Stephen Lawani makes it to the stage. He is the former Deputy Governor of Benue State. A round of applause.
Chief Stephen Lawani of Pegba Lawani, OFR, CON, is a distinguished entrepreneur, politician, and statesman whose influence spans hospitality, banking, real estate, and public service. Born in 1947, he studied economics at Ahmadu Bello University and later obtained advanced management qualifications from Manchester Polytechnic and Cambridge University. Over the years, he has chaired and directed leading institutions, including Nigerian Hotels Limited, Savannah Bank, Alstom, and PLC, later Fidelity Bank. He is also chairman of Abuja Development Limited and pioneered Orkin Nigeria Limited, the first Orkin pest control franchise in Africa. In politics, Lawani serves as Deputy National Chairman of the defunct NRC, as a senator, and later as Deputy Governor of Benue State for 2 terms between 2007 and 2015. For his service, he was conferred with the National Honours of OFR, CON, and holds the Ghana traditional title of Ochabo Kedoma. Married to Chief Mrs. Margaret Emmanuel Lawani with 4 children, Chief Lawani remains a respected leader whose legacy reflects vision, enterprise, and dedication to national development. Ladies and gentlemen, Chief Stephen Lawani. If you'd like to join Chief Lawani on stage, please. Let's make this swift. I have been informed that item 7 is next up. We will enjoy dinner in a very short while. I know all the shortcuts to where the food is served.
Very much, Prof. With a round of applause. Our next awardee needs very little introduction. Please let's welcome on stage Dr. Iyabo Masha, Executive Secretary G24 at the International Monetary Fund. With a round of applause, let us welcome Dr. Ambassador Iyabo Masha, recipient of the Fellowship Award here at the Nigerian Economic Society. Dr. Masha will be roved by Professor Messi Aiwe and Professor Umi Jalingo. Let us have Dr. Iyabo Masha's citation, please.
Dr. Iyabo Masha is a globally recognized economist and development leader with over 30 years experience in financial policy, international institutions, and academic research. She has shaped policy across continents, led high-level negotiations, and advanced strategies for financial stability, growth, and sustainable development. She holds a PhD in economics from American University, Washington, D.C., and contributed to landmark works including the World Development Report of 1998. She is a member of Boston University's Global Development Policy Center Task Force on Climate Development and the International Monetary Fund. Since 2023, Dr. Masha has served as Director and Head of Secretariat of the Intergovernmental Group of 24, G24, becoming the first African to hold the role since 1971. She represents emerging markets and developing economies in global economic policy forums and strengthening the G24's agenda, finances, and operations. Her career includes 2 decades at the International Monetary Fund, where she worked on programs with over $4 billion across Africa and Asia, and served as IMF's resident representative in Sierra Leone. From 2019 to 2022, she was economic advisor to the then President of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, shaping national investment, poverty reduction, and capital market strategies. At the Central Bank of Nigeria, she led economic forecasting, monetary policy operations, and introduced electronic banking and real-time settlement systems. She is a respected voice in global governance, serving on multiple boards, and remains committed to empowering emerging economies and promoting inclusive and sustainable development. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Iyabo Masha.
Dr. Iyabo will be joined by a few friends and colleagues on stage for the order of photograph. awardee is no other than Professor Mrs. Riskat Dawuda. A round of applause for Professor Riskat Dawuda from the University of Lagos.
Professor Dawuda is the recipient of the Fellowship Award FNES and will be wrote by Professor Messi Alime and Professor Umi Jamibo.
Professor Riskat Oladunni Dawuda, a distinguished Nigerian economist who earned her MSc with distinction in 1993 and her PhD in economics in 1996 from leading universities in Kharkov, Ukraine. She later obtained a postgraduate diploma in education at the University of Lagos. Over the years, she has served the Department of Economics and Faculty of Sciences in various capacities, including the first female head of the Department of Economics at the University of Lagos, and currently as a director of the Distance Learning Institute. Her research spans development economics, human capital, poverty, gender studies, and development finance. A prolific scholar, she has published more than 80 peer-reviewed articles, contributed to books, and presented papers across the world. She has successfully supervised hundreds of undergraduate and postgraduate students, including several PhD candidates who now contribute to academia and policy. Beyond teaching, Professor Dawuda has played major roles in policy and consultancy, working with the Nigerian Economic Summit Group, the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the international bodies such as the World Bank and the African Research Center. She has served as an external examiner and assessor for universities within and outside Nigeria, and continues to shape the academic standards of economics across institutions. Internationally, she is a respected voice, serving as chairperson of the Health Economics Working Group at the University of Birmingham's Global Health Research Unit, a jury member for the World Alliance of International Financial Centers Young Academic Award, and a project co-lead on global sustainability research funded by Volkswagen Foundation. A committed leader and mentor, she is a member of professional bodies, including the Nigerian Economic Society, the International Association for Feminist Economics, and the Nigerian Institute of Management. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Riskat Oladunni Dawuda.
Congratulations. Let us quickly join her on stage for the urban photograph. Awardees tonight. I hesitated because I started to imagine how many people would like to come on stage to celebrate no other than Mrs. Chinonye Ndidi, Director, Federal Ministry of Finance, and Chairperson of the Local Organizing Committee for the 66th Annual Conference of the Nigerian Economic Society. It's amazing to see Prof. Bubbling. Prof was in this building up until 1 a.m. making sure that we have the other events. A round of applause for the chairperson of the local organizing committee for the conference.
Ndidi Umoni Edozie, a leading social entrepreneur and expert in corporate sustainability, the founder of the Growing Businesses Foundation.
This citation is from Professor Ndidi. Professor Ndidi, Chinayelum Ndidi, Mrs. Chinayelum Ndidi. Chinayelum Ndidi. Chinayelum Ndidi, Mrs. Chinayelum Ndidi, there are a lot of professors tonight, holds a bachelor's degree and master's degree in economics from the University of Jos and the University of Abuja, respectively. She holds a PhD in economics in view at Bingham University, Nasarawa State. Her civil service journey began after being retained post-NYSC due to exceptional performance. And since joining the Federal Civil Service, she has served in various ministries and currently holds the position of Director, Economic Policy in the Office of the Honorable Minister of State Finance at the Federal Ministry of Finance. Mrs. Chinayelum Ndidi
is a life member of the Nigerian Economic Society, where she serves on the National Executive Council in multiple roles over 12 years. She is a recipient of the Award of Excellence as a Model of Faith by Holy Rosary Catholic Church, Wuse, and honored with the title Ezime Olo and Sacred Heart Parish Uli. Mrs. Chinayelum Ndidi is a devout Catholic and communicant. Mrs. Ndidi is active in various parish societies and is a lady of the Knights of St. John International. She is happily married to Sir Festus Nabungo Ndidi, Obeyi of Apokuribo, and they are blessed with lovely children. Mrs. Ndidi specializes in financial economics, particularly public financial management. She has contributed significantly to the Federal Civil Service Strategy and Implementation Plan, especially in innovation, monitoring and evaluation, and capital project assessments, aligned with fund releases to MDA for prudent utilization. Her contributions span several high-level committees and assignments, including the Vision 2010 Committee, the World Bank Country Strategy Consultations, the draft MOU on the African Central Bank, and various Central Bank of Nigeria policy forums. A round of applause for Mrs. Chinayelum Ndidi, Fellow of the Nigerian Economic Society and Chairperson of the Local Organizing Committee, our Capacity Chairperson. A round of applause for the woman of the moment. This is our capacity LOC chairman. And if I do anyhow tonight, I will see anyhow. Mrs. Chinonye Ndidi in June 2024 received numerous prestigious honors in recognition for her exceptional service. And as you can see, she is a recipient of the Public Service Excellence Award for outstanding contributions to Nigeria, as well as another Public Service Excellence Award for her outstanding contributions to the Federal Ministry of Finance, both conferred by the Office of the Head of Civil Service of the Federation. She was also honored with the Emily AIG Umokele Memorial Award for Public Sector Excellence, recognizing her exemplary leadership, dedication, and unwavering commitment to public service in collaboration with Head of Civil Service of the Federation. On November 12, 2024, she received the Star Award from the Federal Ministry of Finance as the most outstanding. Over the years, Mrs. Chinonye Ndidi was recognized with several commendations and awards for her invaluable contributions and coordinating successful past summit conferences, just like the one we have tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, our capacity LOC chairman, Mrs. Chinonye Ndidi, FNES. A round of applause. To prepare the stage because this is our chairperson. Behind the scenes, a round of applause for Mrs. Chinonye Ndidi, Director at the Federal Ministry of Finance and Chairperson of the LOC for this conference. Thank you very much, Professor Messi Ayiwe and Professor Umujaligo. Please let's welcome on stage to wrap up the fellow awards, Professor Akin Iwayemi and Professor Apan Eko will be supporting. A round of applause please as we welcome Professor Akin Iwayemi and Professor Apan Eko. Out of the hall. Can Professor Olu Ajakaye please join Professor Akin Iwayemi on stage? A round of applause as they make way to the stage. Our next awardee is no other than Professor Salisu Adaya, former Special Advisor to President Adaya, Fellow of the Nigeria Economic Society. Let us have Professor Adaya's citation, please.
Dr. Mohammed Adaya Salisu, a distinguished economist with a PhD in economics from Lancaster University in the United Kingdom. He is currently Chief Economic Advisor to the Executive Chairman of the Federal Inland Revenue Service and served on the Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms. Between 2017 and 2023, he was Senior Special Assistant to the President on Development Policy and a member of the Presidential Economic Advisory Council, as well as the Monetary Policy Committee to the Central Bank of Nigeria. Internationally, he has served as Senior Economic Advisor to the President of the Islamic Development Bank, Chief Economist at the Gulf Loan Investment Bank, and Principal Research Economist at the African Development Bank. Earlier, he taught as an Associate Professor of Economics at Lancaster University Management School for over a decade. A prolific scholar, Dr. Salisu has authored more than 45 academic publications, 20 special reports, and over 215 weekly economic updates, making lasting contributions to policy and research in economics, finance, and development across Africa, the Middle East, and beyond. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Mohammed Adaya Salisu.
Congratulations, Professor Salisu Adaya. Friends and colleagues can join on stage. Thank you very much, friends and family. There will be room for more photographs right after this session. Professor Akiniwayemi and Professor Ajakaye would also know Professor Sherifidin A. Teller from Olabisi Onabanjo University. With a round of applause, let us welcome on stage Professor Sherifidin A. Teller.
Professor Sherifidin Adewale Teller, a distinguished Nigerian economist. He earned his BSc in economics from the University of Benin and later obtained both his MSc and PhD in economics from the University of Ibadan. A Fulbright Fellow at the University of Nebraska, he began his career in 1983 and rose to become a professor of economics at Olabisi Onabanjo University in 2005, retiring in 2024 after more than 4 decades of teaching and research. He has published over 120 scholarly works and supervised more than 30 PhD graduates, many of whom are now professors across Nigeria and beyond. A prolific public intellectual, he continues to shape economic discourse through widely followed column Economic Imperatives in the Punch newspaper. Professor Teller's expertise has been sought by institutions such as the Central Bank of Nigeria, the African Development Bank, the World Bank, and the European Union. He played a key role in designing the economics curriculum of Nigerian universities and has consulted widely on policy, finance, and national development. He is a life member of the Nigerian Economic Society, a fellow of the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria, and currently Vice President of the Social Science Academy of Nigeria. He also served as Vice Chancellor of Crescent University at Belgrade and was specially honored by the Ogun State House of Assembly for his outstanding contributions to the state's economic management. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Sheriff Dean Adewale Teller.
Friends and family, let's quickly join the order photograph. Very much for joining us on stage. There'll be an opportunity to take more pictures right after this session. Thank you very much. Professor Aki Iwaimi and Professor Olu Ajakaye would also help us with the reading and presentation of the Fellow Award. It's important to state that our next awardee is receiving his award belatedly. This is a 2024 FNES awardee. Please, with a round of applause, let us welcome Dr. Tony Opanachi, Managing Director of the Development Bank of Nigeria. A round of applause, please.
Dr. Tony Opanachi, Managing Director and CEO of the Development Bank of Nigeria PLC, and a seasoned banker with over 30 years professional experience. He holds a PhD in Development Economics from Now University, an MBA from Manchester Business School, an MSc in Economics from the University of Lagos, and a BSc in Economics from Ahmadu Bello University. Previously, he served as Deputy Managing Director at EcoBank Nigeria and Regional CEO for EcoBank in East Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Tony Opanachi.
2025. Friends and family, let's photographs backstage. One more. Thank you very much. We are now at the end of this session, and to close this session, Professor Aki Iwayemi and Professor Olu Ajakaye will present the FNES award to our next awardee. On the list of awardees, he delivered the afternoon keynote at the induction ceremony. Although unavoidably absent here, he will be represented. Let's put our hands together for Mr. Bismarck Riwane, the Chief Executive Officer of the Financial Derivative Company. The NES President, Professor Adiola Adenikiju, will receive his award on his behalf. A round of applause for Mr. Bismarck Riwane. A round of applause.
Africa. With over 4 decades of experience in financial services.
Very quickly, can all the newly enrolled fellows come on stage for their group photograph? All newly enrolled fellows, can you please come on stage for your group photograph? Please have your newly enrolled fellows. Let us give them a resounding applause. Can all newly enrolled fellows make it on stage for their group photographs? Very quickly, please. Only fellows, please, can you make it on stage? And please, they will be joined by all old, past, not past, all old fellows of the Nigerian Economic Society. Please make your way on stage to join the newly enrolled fellows, including council members of the Nigerian Economic Society. Please get ready to join the past fellows. Past fellows, please make it on stage to join the new fellows. And council members of the governing council, please, can you get ready to join us on stage?
I didn't even know I'm saying it to myself.
Okay. Maybe they bring chairs for the older members to sit. Yeah, it's important. Then you bring like 6 chairs. The older members, the senior fellows will sit down.
Okay,
yes.
let's go in.
They should not be standing.
Let's go inside. The chairman should sit down.
Yeah. The senior fellows should sit down. The junior fellows will stand up and Harvina should sit down. Those are that way.
Bring one chair for her. Or you can move the plate.
It's better to sit.
Or if you like to sit here, I don't know.
Sir? Hello, sir. Sit sit at the edge.
Yes, the senior fellows should sit.
Okay, sir, you can sit here. When you sit at the edge, why are people running for the seat?
Let me cross now. Say you're not collecting money, huh? I'm sitting now.
Don't be afraid, there's no money attached.
Since she's not charging for it. Oh, madam, sit down now.
No, there is one here.
There's another one for us.
Okay, come on to me. Thank you, sir. Come in. Thank you. That's fine. Thank you, God bless you.
Because the line is
For our next award category, I would like to ask all old fellows and the newly robed fellows, including members of the Governing Council of the NES, to please stay on stage. This category is the Lifetime Achievement Award category, recognizing lifelong commitments to academic excellence, policy innovation, and advancing Africa's economic development agenda. Thank you very much, but please stay on stage. Can we just step back a little bit? But stay on stage just very quickly. To present this award, the 44th President of the Nigerian Economic Society, Professor Adiola Adenukinju, will give the Lifetime Achievement Award with support from all fellows, new fellows, and members of the Governing Council. I believe with a standing